Hello, welcome to this appointment. I didn't realize that you were here until I basically watched this part. And well, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. David, and today I'm going to make a brain massage. I know that this could be sound weird, but it's 100% real. I have here a special instrument. Is this one? It can look like no any specific or sophisticated instrument for this kind of revision. But don't worry, I know that you make this appointment because you need to relax your brain, heal yourself, and repair your brain. And this specific instrument was made for that specific purpose. So before to start this appointment, let me take some data from you. Okay, so can you please remember me your name? Okay, it's with A, right? Okay, perfect. That's great. Okay, as we talked to the phone, we never met before, but I remember even if you, I didn't watch you before. When I watch you, well, this is probably the person when I talk to the phone. And don't worry, this is a pretty common an exam. It is more not an exam, it is a therapy, but have double purpose because it is a therapy and at the same time it is an exam. So while I try to find and make a revision in your brain, you will feel relaxed. So at the end of the exam, you will have the results of this specific exam, and at the same time you will feel 100% even better. So let me put here. Okay, can you please repeat the address? Okay, perfect. And can you please, may I have please your phone number once again, please? Okay, 64. Okay, perfect. No worry that we are going to start this particular therapy. Okay, perfect. Everything has been completed. So just right now, I just need that you follow my instructions, but some of them is up to you. For this exam, if you want it, you can close your eyes and just listen in my voice. That's all that you need. But if you prefer to keep your eyes open, that is perfect too. So basically you can close your eyes, you can keep your eyes open, that's up to you. And the other thing is that you just need to listen to me. Anything else, you will listen in a strange sound. That sound is from this sophisticated instrument that I'm going to use. You are not going to feel directly, but you are going to feel indirectly. I know that can be sound weird, but you will understand after a couple of minutes. And that's basically all. You just need to listen in and feel relaxing while I do this exam. So perfect. I'm going to start from this part of your brain. I can see here a little damage, but don't worry, I'm going to fix that. It's going to be slowly, but eventually you will feel how this part of your brain, you maybe don't even notice that, but just right now you probably feel that in your brain. Okay, perfect. Let me check one more time. And now we're going to the other part of your brain. Okay, you probably can watch this a little bit. It's a little bit weird. Perfect. I'm checking here. I can look some damage. Let me fix that, because that will help you to feel even better, okay? I'm doing it slowly because this is a delicate part of the brain. So it's very important for me to make this step by step, because if I do it the bad way, probably your brain is going to be damaged. But don't worry, I'm totally an expert, and I've been during my career 100% accurate. Any damage before I'm an expert in this. Okay, that was pretty fast now, but that's how you feel when you repair your brain. Now I'm going to make exactly the same, but just in front of your brain. You will feel this just in your front head, in some part of your brain. I know that could sound weird, but it's part of that. Maybe you hear something weird at the background, but you don't have to worry. It's part of this therapy and while I'm helping. So let me go slowly. Okay, I can see here is some kind of strange damage, but that is pretty usual in patients like you. So let me take slowly from that part. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I'm pretty sure that you are feeling even better. Let me do this once again. I'm touching some part of your brain. Let me go a little bit just in your front head, just from here. Okay, perfect. I dropped something, and I start fishing this part once. Okay, perfect. You're probably asking how could be this possible? But don't worry. It is this magical instrument and also my magical hands. So it is a mix between technology and my expertise, my long experience with this. I'm touching your front head, yes, right now, and you will listen in that strange sound, but it is relaxing. So while you relax and working to fix that front part of your brain, let me make some movements here. Okay, perfect. I have to clean this. Let me clean here. Okay, just a softly touch. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to do in circles. Okay, perfect. Let me clean this part here in your brain. That is when you don't sleep good enough. It's pretty common. Let me clean that part and you will feel great once again, and you're going to sleep even better. Okay, perfect. That take more time than I thought, but it's part of my job. Now I need that for this part. You close your eyes. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to fix this part of the brain just on your back, on your head. And it is really important that you close your eyes. If you don't close your eyes, well, even with that, I'm going to be able to fix that specific part of your brain. But the idea is that while I fix your brain, you will feel relaxing and you will feel that sensation only if you close your eyes. So that is my recommendation to make this therapy even better and this exam, okay? So I please need that you close your eyes and just listen in my voice. I'm going for your back part of your brain, okay? Let me touch this part, okay? Perfect. Maybe so softly. Okay, let me go. This is really important to do at the right time. Do it slowly, because if I do too fast, it is not going to work. And if I do too too slowly, probably take too much time, and that doesn't work too. So I'm touching this part of your brain and let me clean this part just in your back. Okay, perfect. Let me go around here, some semicircle. Okay, just this part. Perfect. You have a really wonderful brain. You are extremely gorgeous. Okay, perfect. Even with that, everyone have to clean and fix their brains after a couple of months or weeks, depends on how is your day by day. But just right now, your brain is pretty good. I just have to make some clean and fix some specific parts to make even better. And basically, those things are going to help you to sleep even better. And in your day by day, you are going to feel more. You are going to think faster, and you are going to resolve many tasks with more creativity, and you are going to feel even better, because basically the brain control most part of basically 100% of our body, even if we don't have conscience about that. So that's why it's so important, this therapy and this exam, because it's going to help you with your day by day, and you use your brain for basically everything in your day by day. So even if you think that clean your brain is something weird, you know that is an important thing. But also, while I'm cleaning here this part, let me give you some recommendations that are going to help you to feel better. And basically, it is something that you can do by yourself to repair and keep having a really healthy brain. You're probably listening that really bad background noise. Well, this is part of this, don't worry. It's because I'm taking some parts of your brain, and that basically feel in your ears. It is weird, but I know, but it's part of that. So, well, the first recommendation that I can give you is basically that you have to sleep at least 8 hours per day. I know that people used to say that 7 or 6 hours are enough, but no, it's not enough. At least 8 hours. But it is not only the amount of time, it is also important that different from the amount of time, it is the quality of the dream. So it's really important that before you go to sleep, at least 1 hour, you turn off all the screens, your cell phone, smartphone, your phone, your TV, your tablet, even the brighter lights at your home. You can put a soft light, and probably you can read a book 1 hour before you go to sleep. That helps you relax your brain and helps you with some hormones that go easily to sleep. So that is part of the healthy habits that you can apply after this meeting, this appointment, okay? I almost finished here, don't worry. Let me check, because I have to make this additional revision. But don't worry, it's part of the process. It's totally okay. And probably you are going to listen to something weird just right now. Don't worry, that will disappear pretty soon, and you will feel even better. Okay, I almost finished here. Let me clean this. I'm going to make this. Okay, perfect. Let me do this in circle. Okay, perfect. And it's done. Okay, perfect. We almost complete this entire session. It is a pretty fast session, but it's going to make you feel better, as I can feel just right now. So, we're going with other parts of your brain. You don't need to understand which specific parts I'm going to touch, I'm going to repair and clean. You just need to listen in my voice, and while I'm talking, I'm giving you more recommendations to take care of your brain at your home. It is not much difficult, but it's important to consider this, because with this therapy and with my recommendations, you are going to have a brain 100% healthy, okay? So let's continue, okay? I'm just clearing this part. Okay, perfect. Another recommendation, different from sleep at least 8 hours, as I said before, it is really important. That part that is not only the amount of time that you sleep, is the quality, and for that quality is really important to not only turn off all devices before at least 1 hour you go to sleep or your bed. That is just one part. It is possible in your life. It's really an incredible, powerful and important that you go to sleep all the days at the same hour. So if you go to sleep one day, I don't know, 9 o'clock, and the other one is 11 o'clock, the other one is 8 o'clock, and the other one is, for example, 10 o'clock. Okay, I found something here, let me clean. You probably listening to something weird, but don't worry, as I said before, that will disappear after a couple of seconds or minutes. Okay, perfect. So, as I say, it's really important that you go to sleep at the same hour all the days, weekends and during the week. That means doesn't have to be 365 days of the year, but at least most of the days, I don't know, 303 days, 340 days, or if you can do 365, it is perfect. But the idea is that if you go to sleep 9 o'clock, you have to go to sleep 9 o'clock all the days, 365 days of your life during all those years. So you have to go to sleep all days, same hour, and doesn't matter, it is holiday, it is Friday. I know that sometimes we really like to go to party and hang out with some friends at late night, but that has to be an exception and not the rule. The rule has to be all days, every day, same hour, go to sleep. Okay, I almost finished here. Let me make this last cleaning. Okay, perfect. So, you got it. Perfect, let me continue from this part. Oh, even if this looks easily for me, it is a little bit hard. And it is because, well, I have to talk and keep my abs stand, and that get me tired. So, let me relax for my part a little bit to be able to continue to this therapy and exam. Okay, perfect. But while I'll do that, let me tell you another things. I'm still using some kind of telepathy to touch your brain. So, as I'm saying, it's really important that you go to sleep every day at the same hour. Turn off all the screens at least 1 hour. But 1 hour is an average time. The ideal is that you do at least 2 or 3 hours before you go to sleep. Or at least turn off the screens, and you can use the softly lights in your apartment of your house. Okay, that is a really important part. Something that people used to underestimate, but that is an incredible powerful for our brain. It is mindfulness or meditations, because we used to live in the future or in the past, and we forget that we live in the present. Okay, and when you make meditation, mindfulness, that sooner or later is going to help your brain. And the curious thing about this is that when you stop meditation, you realize that you need it. You can do meditation during 6 months, 3 months, 4 months, and you don't feel any change. But at the moment that you stop doing it is when you really understand how much important is this. So let's continue with this exam, okay? I'm going to keep using, no worry, we almost finished. I just need to clean and make some checks in this part of your brain, this part here. Okay, I'm touching this part, okay? And this specific part, I need to check that, and I need to clean just in this part. Is the only thing that I think, and after that you will be 100% ready to live your life in a better way. Okay, perfect. So perfect. Let's continue. So what I'm talking about is that basically the mindfulness and meditation is something that when you, or what you try to do, even if you try to do for a couple of, let me take this from your brain, let me try to show you. Okay, perfect. Well, the thing is that while you meditate or make mindfulness, you don't feel anything, but at the moment that you stop doing it, you understand how powerful is that. So that is another recommendation, and that is my another recommendation, that basically you do it even if you don't feel anything. And one easily way to start a meditation is just feel relaxing, comfy, and just pay attention to your breath. Just your breath. That's all that you need to do when you try to meditate. Nothing else. And basically the other things probably you already listen about that. That is really, really important to do. It is make an exercise, workout. You can go to gym, you can ride a bicycle, you can play football, you can play any sport, you can run. The idea is that you have to do, or you need to move yourself at least all days, or 3 or 4 days per week. The exercise, the workout is one of the most important things for your health, not only for your body. It is also for your brain. It's one important, incredible part. And my last recommendation, when I'll finish here, it is the other thing that you can do that is not only for your body, for your brain, it is for your future. Because when you get older, your brain doesn't keep working at the same way. So with all the previous things that I just given to you, those recommendations are going to help you a lot. Gotta sleep on the same hour, devices, sleep at least 8 hours, exercise, workout, meditation, but all the important thing that you need to do. It is not, well, at the end it's your health. It is up to you. But it's really, 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 really important to you that you train your brain. What does it mean that? Basically, you need to learn a new ability, a new skill. You can try to learn a new language. You can try to learn Italian, Italy, Germany, There are many other language, but you probably say, well, I don't like to learn a language. Well, if you don't like to learn a language, you can try with, I don't know, do yourself projects, how-to projects, or crafts, origami, those things. Probably you like it. You say, well, I don't like those kind of things. Well, you can try maybe with, for example, read a book. You say, I don't like to read a book. Well, if you don't like to read a book or books, it is because probably you don't find yet the kind of books that you really like it. So you can try with, I don't know, thrillers, biographical books, mysterious books. For example, I really like a lot Dan Brown. Is a really good writer. But doesn't have to be Dan Brown. You can try yourself, purchase different topics, and eventually I guarantee that you will find that specific topic or kind of books that you will enjoy. It doesn't have to be necessary a book. There are hundreds, thousands or hobbies out there. Even video games. The video games help you to agility for your brain. So it is one another example. At the end, all this is just a recommendation. You just need to try, keep searching for different hobbies, and believe me, when you find that specific hobby that you really enjoy, that basically when you start doing, you forget 100% about the time. That is exactly what you need to do. You don't need to worry about money. You don't need to worry if it takes a lot of time. If you just started and there are a lot of experts, you don't worry. You just do it because you enjoy doing it. And that's all that you need to do. Just for me, for example, I am a brain doctor. How much brain doctors do you know? Okay, perfect, you understand now. And obviously, I don't do this for free, but I can do for free because you called me last week and you tell me, hey doctor, I need to clean and heal my brain, but I don't have money. And what I tell to you, what I told you, I told you, don't worry. I know that my therapies are so expensive, but for this time, I'm going to give you a totally free session, health session to fix and basically examine your brain. And well, as you can see, this is pretty simple. You don't hurt yourself because I am an expert doing this. And even with that, just right now, your brain is completely 100% healed and fixed. Okay, let me just this one last part. This is the last parts that I need. Okay, and let me finish this small part. This is a little bit difficult and it's taking more time than I thought, but don't worry, that could happen sometimes. And perfect, it's done. We finish, and as you can see, with this pretty simple instrument that looks pretty normal, but it's really expensive and it is really high technological, and my expertise, I do it this, and today I do it for free for you because it's my purpose to help people to heal their lives, their brains, and I do it with this instrument and healing, fixing, and exam your brain. It's some kind of brain massage, but in a higher level. And well, perfect. I really hope that you enjoyed this session, and I'm 100% sure that you want one other session in the future. So you can let me know when you want another this brain exam. You can call it whatever you want, and I'll be there. Well, I'll be here because you come to my office, and I will use this, and we'll have the same session. And while you're listening to my voice, basically I'm going to heal, clean, and exam your beautiful, wonderful, and incredible brain. So that's gonna be all for today. Thank you so much for coming. And well, one last thing, you can apply one of the things that I told you during this session, and believe me, if you come in another session in the future, you will say, well, doctor, that was a really good advice because I applied this or that, and that helped me a lot. And with the time, your brain is going to be even more healthy, and probably you don't need me anymore. But even if you don't need me, I'm 100% that you keep coming because people really enjoy this kind of sessions. And well, thank you so much for coming. See you in the next time, and well, good luck for the rest of your week, day, and life until we meet once again each another. Bye bye, and see you in the next session.